πόλης στο κανάλ, ένα χαρεύει κόλλημα. Μες στις πόλης στο κανάλ, ένα χαρεύει κόλλημα. Αραπάκια το φυλάνε, στον άλλη πάσα το πάνε. Αραπάκια το φυλάνε, στον άλλη πάσα το πάνε.
On my second day in Athens, I went to visit the major historic and beautiful site of ancient Greek, which by the way is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Acropolis, the Parthenon, the Roman Herodeion, and the magnificent temples on that famous hill. But as a travel vlogger, I should have known better not to overpay for a private guide. Nevertheless, since I had no history knowledge whatsoever about any of those historic structures, I decided to take one of these guides who are awaiting you at the entrance of that site. Well, turns out that the guide I took overpounded me with information which about half of it I wasn't even able to comprehend. She was talking non-stop like a broken record and I couldn't stop her. Moreover, for that hour and a half of touring guidance, she originally requested me 120 euros, which I thought was absolutely ridiculous. I ended up closing the deal for 60 euros and tipped her at the end with another 20 euros, which in my opinion was a waste of time and a waste of money. But it was certainly worth it for the more basic and significant history of that meaningful place, since I wanted you guys not to just see monuments and stones, but rather also learn something about them. So after cutting out the boring details, without further ado, let's go out for the ride and you be the judge. Was she talking too much or was it valuable information for you? What means Acropolis?
Acropolis. Acro means the edge. Polis, polit, in the caves around. If you take the old path, the Peripatus way, there is spring water here. Only here we have water, not on the other 9 hills. And we have traces 4000 BC. New stone, Mycenaean time, that's a part of the Bronze Age, from 1700 until 11 BC. Here in Greece we have different kingdoms. The king Aegeus made his palace here.
What was his name?
Aegeus.
Aegeus, yeah.
The father of Theseus. And you see here, still we call it Aegean Sea, Aegean Airlines, to the king of Athens.
I see.
I don't give you mythology, I give you religion and history.
Very
that
good.
Is good.
So
Herod, Herod the Atticus. He was born here in Attica, at Marathon. Behind that mountain is Marathon. He was married to a Greek lady, Regilla. He loved his lady, but she will die young. And after, he will spend everything for us, everywhere in Greece. Therefore, we call it after him. Pausanias, the Roman writer, the one who gives us a lot of information, he tells us, when I came in Athens, 157 after Christ, they were making it, and a roof as well. So he gave it to us and tell us it was with a roof, covered. Heruli, 100 years after, they burned it, 267 AD.
Who burnt it?
Herodeion, probably Sweden, it's not published yet. The French Society, they did here the first excavation and restorations in the 19th century. In 1955, Athens City spent money. We did it with white seats, better quality. And now we use it for the Festival of Athens every summer.
Every summer.
Maria Callas played first, Liza Minnelli, Pavarotti.
So you do like a concert here of music.
The Greek composer, James Brown, I guided him. It is an honor for them to give here.
Wow, it's really beautiful.
This is the Herodeion.
So, and this was built in what time?
157 after Christ.
Well, this is actually the entrance to the Odeon of Herodes Atticus when I was in the Acropolis area on top of the hill. And you saw the seats on the other side. But the wall of the structure from the outside is actually right here, as you can see it. How beautiful it is. As you can see, as I get closer, through that arc, you can already see the seats of the Odeon here. Right up there is the Acropolis on the top of the hill.
Now this is the entrance to the Acropolis, Propylaea, made by Mnesecles the architect, 435 BC.
Right.
The ceiling was painted blue with golden star. It had 3 sections. To the north there is a room There
Yeah.
were wooden paintings against the wall.
Yes.
So the Roman writer Parthenon declares it Pinacothek Art Gallery, they say.
So this building was
Just a gate.
a gate to the Acropolis. It's an
The
entrance.
left is the place, I told you, the
Yeah.
room with wooden paintings, and they declare it
Right.
Pinacothek. The most beautiful temple is this one,
Yeah.
of goddess Athena Nike, you know, as a mark of shoes. And Nike means victory.
I'm just asking, when you say the god,
The gods were humans. We
Yes.
will all die.
Yes.
What we do remains in the memory of people, makes us immortal. So, different humans from different times, from
Yeah.
different places,
consider
came with
themselves
this name.
gods of Greek?
No, not themselves.
Yeah.
The other people.
The people of Greece consider them their gods.
Exactly. Because
Right.
I told you, for them, the culture, the Greek culture, is living on humans.
Right.
The gods were humans.
Humans, okay.
But not one person. Different times, different
I
places.
understand, but
And they did something very special. So the others, they will select them. They place them higher than the rest. Here in Greece, the highest mountain is Olympus Mountain in Macedonia. So there they will be the best humans, gods. 12 selected. Yes, now we are Christian. Our God is up there in the blue sky.
right. But I'm asking if I'm allowed to ask that question.
Yes.
To understand this type of religion,
Yes.
if a human is known to live and die, so if he's God, he's not supposed to die. I mean, he's
No,
immortal.
as I told you,
He's legendary.
our acts makes us immortal, so we will all die. And when this culture is leaning on humans, means material goes. The values, the principles remain, and that is theology.
Yes.
Theos means visible, acceptable. Logos, I told you, is not only the word, it's not only a relation of number logarithm, and number is nothing, only when it's related to something and we use it. So, human, this culture, they were humans
Yeah.
in prehistory time. When these people here, humans, they were trying to survive against the supernatural forces of their environment.
Right.
In those times, their gods were in earth.
So this temple was Athena goddess.
Nike.
Nike.
Nike means victory.
Okay.
Romans, after they made Nike, victory, a goddess. For us, Athena is the goddess. Athena Nike. Before Athena, she was for life, fertility, Ariphoria. Between Parthenon and Erector, it was Athena
Right.
warrior. Different Athenas.
Right.
here.
This is only the entrance, right?
That's the entrance to the Acropolis.
Right.
This is Parthenon to the right,
Yes.
the most important one.
Yeah.
Erector to the left, with 3 holy places, and the temple of Athena Nike with
Yes.
broken wings. Those are
Right.
the classical temples, all made after the Persian catastrophe.
Okay, so explain me in common words so I can understand without too much,
Explanation?
Yeah, what was inside the Parthenon building?
There were 2 holy places. Normally in a temple there is only one.
Yes.
Here it is an exception. We have 2 holy places. The bigger one from the east, it's wrong.
Yeah,
It was the golden ivory statue of Athena Pure,
Right.
Parthena, goddess of wisdom, peace, civilization.
yeah. So it was a place of prayer? That's what it was?
Everyone could come here individually, pray and live.
And leave.
In those times it was a temple, the house, the space for something very precious. And precious is something we don't have.
Right.
So in that time, that whatever we know now is thanks to that time. Athena represents ideas of people, and they wanted her being pure, Parthena, goddess of wisdom, peace.
When was the Parthenon built?
447. They did 9 years to build it only, Ictinos and Callicrates, and then Phidias and his pupil took him 6 more years for the decoration and for the statue. So
Who was furious?
Phidias, he is the decorator.
So how did they actually build these heavy stones and bring them up like this? Do we know?
Of course we know. They brought the material here, the rocks, marble, 15 kilometers there behind the mountain Pendel. The Athenians, they have it in their own mountain, marble pieces, big ones, they can build temples.
Yeah, but how did they bring it? They didn't have cranes in this time.
The cranes that we use now, they made.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Other than the cranes, they were wooden. on hand pump.
Oh, I
manually.
see.
Now we have another technology.
I see, okay.
Metallic, electric, electronic,
Right.
exactly the same shape.
Wow.
The cranes that we use now.
That's interesting,
And
yeah.
I told you, not only the cranes and the tools, even atomic energy was then discovered by Democritus, 5th century BC.
Wow.
And because we killed each other and we are afraid of humankind, that we can do many, many bad things, we can even destroy the whole planet, therefore it became to them the need to make this temple. And inside place the wise Athena, the peaceful, the civilized, so the wise ideas, the peaceful, the civilized ideas of people we want to see, accept and develop.
And what do we see over here on the left?
That's a refuge with 3 holy places.
Okay, so what was this exactly?
Poseidon, the veranda to the north side.
Yes.
The middle part was dedicated to Athena protecting the polis, the citizens. After the Dark Ages, we don't have kingdoms, we have the city-state. And this veranda, this balcony with the ladies, the caryatids, it was dedicated to all kings of Athens. So
Okay, this was the Roman style? No. Byzantine, what type? Also
Classical time.
Classical
time is the 5th century BC, 400 and something, we call it 5th century BC. Acropolis, acro, the edge, polis, city. People lived in the caves, there is water, 4,000 BC.
So all these temples
Before this temple existed,
Yeah.
it was the king living here. We found it in lower layers.
I see.
Earlier times. The king of Aegeus, I told you, Aegean Sea. The first fortification wall around it at the time of the Trojan War. After we had 300 years dark ages, very long time, geological catastrophes, we do not know a lot, therefore we call them dark ages. After the Athenians, they made the agora, their city down, then here it will be a holy rock. They made temples in the 6th century. The Persians came here and destroyed them. And after the Persian catastrophe, the Athenians made those classical perfect temples. Parthenon, Erechthio, the entrance Propylaea, and the temple of Athena Nike with broken wings. All made after the Persian catastrophe in the 5th century BC.
I
Yes?
see. Yep.
Do you understand now the chronological?
Yes. Yeah.
And that's veranda was dedicated to Poseidon.
What does Poseidon mean?
Poseidon is the god of earthquake and sea.
Earthquake and sea.
Athena, before I told you, ideas of people is Athena.
Yes.
Representing fertility, life, earth, she gave the olive tree. You see the olive tree?
Yeah, the olive tree right there, and they're here too.
Of a health ecosystem. So, 2 elements of nature were fighting together. Athena, earth, fighting against Poseidon, sea.
Sea, right.
Although Athena is a woman, she will win the big Poseidon. But we are afraid of earthquakes, I told you. Even now that we are talking,
Yeah.
below 5, you don't feel them.
Really? There's everyday earthquake in Greece?
Yes, the underground is alive, changing. I told you, we are between the European, Africa, and Asia underplay. That means geologically very young. Earthquakes, but below 5 you don't feel them. Therefore we are settled on hills and mountains, stable ground. And therefore everything is marble here. So we are afraid of Poseidon, but also thankful to the sea, because the sea made the Athenians powerful, rich, and civilized. So in the end, that veranda they dedicated to Poseidon.
Yes, because they want him to be quiet, meaning they want him to...
Whatever we need, we honor.
Okay.
And that porch, that veranda, it will be dedicated to all kings of Athens.
Right. You said that all the rocks that you have in Greece, or just in Athens, are all marble, right?
Not only in Athens, the whole country.
The whole country, this is marble, all is marble.
Everything, the mountains,
The mountains, everything is about marble.
When you see different colors, means different elements, oxidation.
Right.
2,000 degrees burn and pressed naturally by earthquake, that is marble. So if you polish this from our steps, but you don't, if you cut them, the marble, the mountains.
And they actually built all these buildings from marble, from this stone, right?
Yes, only this is not white.
This is not white,
White marble, they get it from there, from Pendel.
From the other mountains over there.
Behind.
Why?
This is a hill, behind is the mountain. But because we have everywhere marble, all the mountains, I told you, 75% of our nature, our mountains, marble.
Wow.
Different colors, different elements.
Right.
White is
that pure? It's the best.
Exactly.
Right. You can see this is like reddish.
Yes, because that means it has a lot of iron in it.
Iron in
It's
it.
Grace, magnesium.
Right.
I don't know. I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, but it's beautiful. Wow. I didn't know. So you have a rich
The whole
country.
is a treasury. That is
Treasure, yeah.
here in Greece, through the whole continental Greece, through the Cycladic, Crete, Dodecanese, and it ends in Himalaya. All this place means alive.
It's alive, yeah.
Yes.
Right now I'm at the peak of this place, right? So I'm going to turn the camera and you're going to see the beautiful and amazing view of the city of Athens, right? Let's show you. 1, 2, 3. Wow, what a beautiful view. Amazing. What an amazing view. Wow, wow, wow.
This is Plaka.
This is the Plaka area right down there.
Flat. Plaka.
Means flat, Plak, yeah.
The Cycladic island style. People settled here were poor people from the Cycladic island.
Right.
The poor neighborhood, in contrast with the wealthy neighborhood below Lycabettus.
Over there.
Yes. Below Lycabettus.
Right.
You see the best building, it was the palace of the king Otto and Amalia.
Which one?
The beige building.
The beige building, yeah.
Yes.
The beige building right there, yeah.
Palace of the king Otto and Amalia. And the biggest temple from the ancient time are those columns to Olympian Zeus.
Oh, this is the temple of Zeus, yeah?
Yes. The biggest and the most important, but on an unstable ground. Every time damaged from earthquake.
So this is the only thing that was left, those few poles, right?
A lot of those columns, they transport them to Rome to decorate
Wow.
Colosseum.
So they stole it or what?
Okay. Under the Roman occupation, they take, when it says
Yeah, the Romans.
all the conquerors, they don't come for good. They only grab,
They come,
take,
grab and take and go home.
destroy and leave.
Exactly. So the temple of Zeus
It's there.
is, when was it built?
It started in the end of the 7th century by the Tyrann Pisistratos, and it will be opened Roman time, I told you, 800 years after.
After.
They built it again and again because it was a wrong choice to
Right.
on an unstable
Ground.
River.
So that's why they made all these temples on the hills?
After we learn from our faults, the next step, it will be here, rocky place.
Right, rocky place on the hills, so
Exactly.
the earthquake doesn't shake it.
Exactly.
So this was the theater
Theater of Dionysus.
of Dionysus. What time of the...
It was already from earlier times, from the 6th century, with wooden stage, but in 326, under the leader Lycurgus, they made it stone.
Right.
First stone theater is this one.
And this is again the Odeon of Herodes
Herodeion.
Atticus.
Herod the Atticus, a Roman citizen. We were all under the Romans.
This wasn't the same Herods that
No,
was in
Antipas.
the Holy Land,
Yes.
in Israel.
That's Antipas, the bad one.
Antipas.
Herodes Antipas,
Yeah,
from the time of Christ in Jerusalem.
right.
I told you in the beginning, he's a good one.
The good one.
100 years after.
Okay.
Herod the Atticus, the nickname, because
Right.
he was born here in this region, in this
Right.
province, Attica,
Yeah.
at Marathon. And he was a Roman, but he was married to a Greek lady.
To a Greek lady, right. Look at this beautiful stone and how it's curved.
Yes.
So this stone might be old how many years,
The
for
position
example?
is for sure for the 5th century.
5th century BC. Wow. Here I'm on top of the hill right after I was exploring the Acropolis and the Parthenon. And as you can see, people are gathering here because it's a great spot to view the city from the other side. Let me show you. Here you can see the people are sitting around. And there you see the entire city of Athens. What a beautiful view. And right there behind us is the Acropolis where we were just there before. What a stunning place. Amazing. Just amazing. Well, it's almost getting dark and the weather is nice. Not too cold and not too hot. And we'll continue to explore and peace out and go.
If you have made it to this part of the video, I'm pretty sure you have enjoyed it, didn't you? So let me recommend that you watch this one next. But before you do that, I'll really appreciate if you leave a big like and also subscribe if you want to enjoy more videos just like this. Peace.
Ella